A very warm welcome to one and all present over here, teachers, leaders. Thank you so much for joining on another Super Sunday workshop organized and conducted by Super Teacher Edu Reforms Private Limited. Thank you so much for joining. Today the meeting is full. Teachers have been messaging that we are not getting the slot to come in, but teachers, YouTube live link is there. Try to just access the YouTube live link. It will be shared on the chat as well over here. If your colleagues are not able to join, please share the YouTube live link so that the people can participate further. One advantage of being on Zoom is that you can interact. We can have a lot of conversations. I keep asking questions and we can interact. So on YouTube live link, that interaction might be little mild in nature, but that's okay, no problem, because you have got YouTube live chat as well. I'll be watching both the screens. Well, without further delay, let's quickly start with today's agenda. Art integrated learning and art education. It's actually called as AE and AIL. AE is art education and art integrated learning is AIL. So with respect to this particular aspect of art integration, I think no other country in the whole world, I can be very proud about it, that India is so rich in its culture and heritage, art, culture, and heritage, that we cannot integrate. I mean, even if you do not want to, even if we do not want to, we might forcibly, definitely, subconsciously, integrate arts. I'm very sure most of the teachers out there would have started your chapters on spectrum of light, probably giving examples of Diwali. Most of you out there, when you're introducing colors for the first time to children, you would have definitely introduced the festival of Holi. And most of the times whenever we talk about holidays as such, it's generally festival. Otherwise people don't really take holidays in India. It's like aaj kuch hai, manane ke liye kuch hai, enjoy karne ke liye kuch hai. And that's why we have holidays out there, right from Pongal, and since like right from the month of August, I think last week of August, the vacations keep happening. Krishna Jayanti se start hota hai, Navratri, Dashera, then you have got Eid also coming somewhere over there, and it goes till the Christmas, and probably in the January, we settle down finally, and then we are ready for the next academic year. So art integrated learning and art education came as a policy by Government of India in the year 2005 itself, by National Curriculum Framework 2005. So the first time when we actually spoke about art integration, it was NCF 2005 document. Well, that has been reinforced again in NEP 2020. So we are going to go through all the aspects of art integration, and you'll definitely understand that there are other technological tools also with which you can effectively communicate with children in terms of arts. In fact, in 9th and 10th and even 11th and 12th, you have got something called as subject enrichment activities. And this accounts for your internal assessment also. So Government of India, which is Ministry of Education, they say that the internal assessment, and if it is from the subject enrichment activities, it has to be completely project based, and this project needs to be integrated with some of the culture or heritage of India. Now that's something really interesting. So what are the measures that Government of India has taken? We're going to go through all of that. So before that, let me quickly share my screen. Thank you so much for participating, teachers. Some of them are really regular. I've been seeing Yogesh, Shubhra ma'am, Aprachita, Archana, Shalini, Sharavati, Pranali, many of you, Aman, Bijoy, Vinu, thank you so much. It means really a lot. Like every Super Sunday, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, it's not easy for anyone to wake up and at least I mean on Sunday thoda zyada so sakte hain, but still you took that pain. I would really request you to have a cup of coffee and watch this, and trust me, by the end of 11 o'clock, by the end of another 45-50 minutes, you will definitely gain a lot of insights on what is art integration. I'm sharing my screen, and here we go. And for the first time, you would see that carrying mobile phones in the classroom can be so interesting. Okay, I think you'll be able to see the screen in another. Yeah, you're already there. So here we go. Now, when we talk about arts and culture, there are so many museums that are present out there in various countries where they've got our art forms present there as a type of an antique piece. Well, we have a lot over here in India. Now, when you talk about, Konark Temple or Meenakshi Temple, you talk about the forts that are present in Maharashtra or Telangana border. You talk about the big lines of forests that were created, especially in the northern part of India, Himachal Pradesh or Haryana, by various rulers across, those times. These are all kind of like we have been growing through that. So these chapters that we have in our history textbooks or maths, actually, in fact, even science, they are all talking about all of these developments somewhere or the other. So there is a document actually by CBSE where they are trying to map all these historical heritages and various other aspects with various subjects. So I'll be sharing that document as well, so that you can immediately start integrating your teaching with your arts. So art integrated learning, a pedagogical approach. So this particular session, we are not going to touch about art education. No, we're not going to talk about how mandala art works or how freehand drawing works or handicraft. No, we're going to talk about the integration of art. Art is not a vishay over here. It is more like a madhyam. I hope you're able to understand. It's a teaching aid over here. That's how art integrated learning. Yeah, let's continue further. So for the first, before going further, I would like to play a small video to just get in touch with the moods of various areas of India. Here we go. Great. So, as I said, what better country could be there in the world to have such kind of diversity and so much of mix of culture, so much of differences, but still being there as one country called as India. And art integrated learning can never happen better in any other country. It's just a pride. It's just a proud statement to say. Otherwise, not about the other countries. It's about our country. So let's get on to with what exactly government of India would like to know about or understand, give us an understanding about art integration. And for that, they released a circular. Just like any other Super Sunday workshop, I would like to quickly move forward with another circular, keeping that as the runner of a workshop. So circulars will form some kind of yeah, there is an authenticity of whatever we are learning. And this is what government is expecting. There are a lot of discussions happening. Well, this particular circular came in the month of April, 25th April, and it's 54 2023. To be very frank with you, this particular circular is kind of a copy of what exactly happened in 2020 also. You have an old circular, and they spoke about importance of art integration, but unfortunately due to the pandemic, it was not really so effective. Subject enrichment activities did not happen to the level it was expected. So now this particular circular came back again. And yes, all the arts and science teachers out there, arts ka science, you should love this. Now, when you get into this recommendations of NEP 2020, para 4.7 of the National Education Policy 2020 recommends that art integration is a cross-curricular pedagogical approach that utilizes various aspects and forms of art and culture as the basis of learning of concepts across subjects. So we have got this approach of interdisciplinary approach, multidisciplinary approach. This is something related to cross-curricular pedagogical approach. Well, they talk about the integration of art and its importance in NEP to quite some extent. But what's really important for us right now is the National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage 2022. Now, they very clearly, define about the children's learning. Children express themselves, imagine, and create without any inhibition through the arts. So the open-mindedness or endedness and playful qualities of the arts encourage self-expression, intuition, reasoning, imagination, and communication. Children need to be supported with ideas and opportunities to draw, paint, print, create collages, construct structures with blocks. Children also love moving, dancing, exploring, and improvising with their bodies and playing musical instrument states. So this is something that is more from the psychomotor aspect of a particular child's development. And hence, art integration is just not another pedagogy, it is more like a mandatory thing. And this mandatory actually is governed by another website also called a CBSE Kala Setu. But unfortunately, it's not working and functioning. I'm not able to see that in the last 1 week, but I'm hoping that it'll come back. I'll show you Kala Setu, how it looks like. But anyways, let me directly go to the point of where art could be integrated, but they've given certain guidelines. I'll quickly read that and we'll start with some examples of how this could be getting integrated. They have also given the link where you will be able to see the relevance of your chapters with that particular art form. So that's art integration getting opened up. And this particular PDF is like the ultimate PDF for art integration. This is there for all the subjects, science, maths, including the grade categorization. And it will give you a very good perspective of what exactly is art integration. And now in the meanwhile, let me open this once more. Okay, the circular, while this gets opened up. And under the circular, let's go through the guidelines as of now while that file actually gets loaded up. So here in this case, the project taken up by students should be age appropriate and enable them to develop as independent thinkers and learners. Very important. Sometimes it's not about the art form that the children are learning. The children are also trying to integrate the art or integrate the subject with the arts that they're trying to portray. You have fancy dress competitions. You portray as if you're representing some person. It could be some festival as well. And I have seen in many schools about, Krishna Janmashtami, the small children at pre-primary and primary, they become, the Krishna and things like that. It's there in the culture, so why not? Yeah. So at least one art integrated project in each subject shall be taken up by all students of class 9th and 10th. At least one art integrated subject. For classes 9th and 10th, the art integrated project work will be assessed as part of the subject enrichment activity in all the subjects for internal assessment. So it's really important. It's more like a mandate, as I said. Students of classes 1 to 8 will also be encouraged to take up at least one age appropriate art integrated project, which is interdisciplinary project in a given academic year. That means 2023-24. The project work can include more than one subject, and this can be considered for internal assessment in the subjects concerned. Remember, they're talking from grade 1 se leke 10th standard tak. Yes, even 12th, they have mentioned 12th also at some places. So projects for the students of classes 1 and 2 shall be compliant with NCFFS, the National Curriculum Framework of Foundational Stage. as per the following recommendations of NCFFS. Okay, fine. Let's go further. Let's go further. Students will take up integration with any form of Indian art. This is another important, visual or performing. So art is actually classified into three areas. In this document, I've mentioned only two. One is visual and performing. The actual three types were the visual arts, the performing arts, and the literary arts. Visual arts is all about the drawings. Let me show that to you over here. We have that, and yeah, so visual arts is all about architecture, drawing, filmmaking. Performing arts is all about dance, music, and theater, where you use your body and communicate something. Literary arts could be poems, prose, and drama. And India is very rich with the aspect of literature, especially, if you talk about any culture for that matter. West Bengal is known for its poems and even literature. Tamil Nadu has got a lot of records about what exactly happened in the field of literature long, long time ago. Karnataka has got its own heritage. Bihar and Orissa has got its own heritage. It's all about just taking them out, just bringing them out. And art integration pedagogy could be one very good platform to do that. Let's go further. Let's go further. In minimum one project work of students from classes 1 to 10, it is mandated to integrate any form of art form, paired state, union territory as defined under Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat program. So this particular program, EBSBP, it's a program, or it's an initiative taken by Government of India. Let me show that website as well to you. This is how it looks like. I think here we go. And I would like to slideshow over here. I'm sorry, I've arrange the slides in a manner that I understand. So here in this case, you can see that this particular screenshot is of that particular website. So Ek Bharat Shreshtha Bharat program aims to enhance interaction and promote mutual understanding between people of different states and union territories through the concept of state UT pairing. So here in this case, one or two states pair with another state. And this pairing happens because this particular state, the first state, needs to talk to the second state and understand their culture and heritage and impart that culture in this state. I do not know how many of you know this. Already the pairing has been listed out. I'll show you that pairing also. So the states carry out activities to promote a sustained and structured cultural connect in the areas of language learning, culture, traditions and music, tourism and cuisine, sports and sharing of best practices. We call this as unity and diversity, and we have to keep that alive, right? I think this is a very good initiative with which we can know about what's happening in the nearby states or faraway states. I'll show you the pairing. This is how the pairing happened. And yeah, so pairing of states in 2020. Okay, this got changed, by the way, according to the circular. So Jammu and Kashmir with Tamil Nadu, the complete north with complete south, West Bengal with Ladakh. Okay, that's interesting. Punjab with Andhra Pradesh. Yeah. So Himachal Pradesh with Kerala. Are you able to see the north and south aspects of this? Rajasthan with Assam. You've got the west and the east joining together. Gujarat and Chhattisgarh. Quite near, but chalega. Goa and Jharkhand, Delhi and Sikkim, Madhya Pradesh, Manipur, all these were old matrix. Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat program pe. This was the old matrix. Pairing of states happened. But when we go further, let me show you the new ones. So the latest one, which is for the 23-24 academic year, pairing of states, Jammu and Kashmir with Gujarat, West Bengal with Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu is in close touch with West Bengal right now to talk about Durga Puja. And many people are trying to replicate that here in the Indian education, state board or CBSE syllabus of Tamil Nadu education. So where, the children are coming up with explanations of what exactly happens in West Bengal. And exactly in the same manner, West Bengal, over there, the children and the schools are trying to portray some culture and heritage and arts of Tamil Nadu in their respective state. It's a very good initiative, right? Okay, Himachal Pradesh with Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu. Then Uttarakhand with Puducherry, Telangana with Jharkhand, and the list goes on. Chandigarh with Tripura and Mizoram, Assam with Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka with Ladakh, Odisha with Punjab. So this is with respect to pairing of states. Now, when we talk about pairing of states, it's very important for the schools to take that one extra step to talk to another school in that location. And I'm very sure the network of the principals and the teachers are big enough through Sahodayas or your private networks where you can definitely get in touch with one or the other people in that location. So I would really request everybody to please go and take the step if this is not done and start pairing with your respective states. How nicely the pairing of a student in a class, pair yourself in the same bench, got expanded to pairing of two states. Both are the same approach. But what really matters is the implementation plan of that. It completely depends on the school teacher and the principal. Well, that's with respect to pairing of states. Now I would like to show you something about the guidelines. Let us go further. I come back. Come on. And I go to the circular back again, and I go further. Subject teachers along with art teachers must plan and discuss the project in advance at the beginning of the academic session so that the students can be given proper guidance to undertake various projects. So if a staff room is present and if arts teachers are sitting in one corner, remember to come, get up and sit in the middle of the staff room, because you're going to be talking to all the subject teachers and try to link your art forms with their subjects. I'll repeat again, art education is different and art integrated learning is different. We are talking about a pedagogy where art is becoming more like a medium of communication and not a knowledge aspect. I hope you got the point. The focus should be given on research of new topics that are not yet taken up in the classroom. Teachers must facilitate exploration of research on the topics to give students hands-on experience. Very simple, and they have given some steps over here. That is fine. That is fine. The project should be done by students in groups of 4 to 5 students in each group. And while creating the project, it may also be seen that it should not be so pro art that it becomes difficult for the subject teacher to take it forward. Let it be simple. Guide the students. The project should be simple and doable for the subject teachers and students without assistance of art teachers or artists or others. So this should not be a burden on the students and the actual subject teachers. That is very important. Assessment techniques should be relevant and age appropriate, which all the schools already know about. Schools and teachers may prepare their calendar by signing dates and months for the execution of project work by students. Generally, this happens in the Dashera break or winter break, depending on the location of the schools. In fact, today is one of the Sundays where many schools are going to start from Monday. And this is one of the Sundays where it is the last Sunday, and from tomorrow, the vacation is starting for many schools, especially in the northern parts of our country. So when you talk about the variations that we have, the way our education system works, there's definitely going to be a big holiday coming somewhere in between. I would request you to take that holiday as an opportunity for this kind of project work. The art integrated project work shall also be an integral part of assessing the students' participation in art related activities and attainment of learning outcomes of the subjects. Fine. So this is with respect to the complete understanding of the circular. So the marks awarded for these projects as a part of subject enrichment activities of class 10th will be collected by the board at the time of uploading of marks of internal assessment. And for this, they came up with this portal called as Kala Setu, and this is how it looks like. I would like to click it over here. Give me a moment, teachers. Great. So if I click over here, and if I click over here, it'll get opened up. But it will not work here. In this case, login should be a button that's should be present over here, but unfortunately I'm not able to see any login button over here. So but this was supposed to be the place where art education and art integrated learning 2023, you need to log in. Maybe after a few days, this might get activated and you start entering the details. Too much of entering this time, this academic year, I think. You need to submit your CPT programs. You need to submit your, children's work on skill modules, where there is too much of art over there as well. We need to submit this art integration as well. Too much of submissions. I think we need to have a separate hiring in the school for submissions alone. It's just an opinion. Let's go further. So right after that, we have got few other points on, where are the resources from where you can actually access the art integration. But before actually getting into the details of the resources, I would like to show you one small video by NCERT, who are the people who are working on this content of bridging the arts with the subject. It's a very good video. You should watch this. And for that, I would like to stop share the screen for a second. I'll immediately go to the video. And this is directly from the person who's creating it, Miss Pavan Sudhir. And for that, I need to go over here. And I share my screen in 3, 2, 1. I think you will be able to see this. The sound is shared and the video starts right now. Listen to this very carefully, and if possible, try to do the activity which is presented on the video.
पानी, और पानी को के साथ बच्चों को जोड़ने के लिए हमने वहाँ पे एक एक्टिविटी की जिसका कि एंड रिज़ल्ट था कि सबको ये लगने लगा कि हम एक बरसात के मौसम में बैठे हैं। तो आप देखेंगे कि ये एक्टिविटी एक कक्ष में कैसे की जाती है।
Frequency can be increased. Those who can really use their hands well. 3. Four. 2.
अब ये जो आइस ब्रेकर हमने किया, इस आइस ब्रेकर को आगे गतिविधियों के साथ कैसे जोड़ा जाए, इसके लिए मैं चाहूँगी डॉक्टर शर्वरी बात करें।
हमने देखा कि उंगलियों से किस तरह पहले एक उंगली की आवाज़, फिर 2 उंगली की आवाज़, इस तरह से 5 उंगलियों की आवाज़, उसके बाद फिर से वापस आई एक उंगली की आवाज़। तो ये एक एहसास है बच्चों के लिए कि वो किस तरह से बारिश आती है और जाती है, और उस बारिश का आनंद हम कैसे ले सकते हैं। हम और भी क्लिपिंग आपको दिखाएंगे जिसमें भी देखेंगे कि बारिश से लोग कैसे बच रहे हैं, कि नीचे पानी है और वहाँ गड्ढा है और किस तरह से कूद के वो जा रहे हैं। ये सब गतिविधियाँ जब हम क्लास में करते हैं तो बच्चा धीरे धीरे एक उसको समझ में आता है कि बारिश कैसी होती है, बारिश में किस किस तरह का वातावरण होता है, और या तो बारिश का आनंद लेते हैं, या तो बारिश से बचते हैं, या तो बारिश में खूब मज़े करते हैं। हम इस तरह की गतिविधि से हमने एक बच्चे का जो फोकस है वो बारिश पे हम ले आए, और उसके बाद बच्चे को हम क्या क्या समझा सकते हैं। मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि हमारे एनसीईआरटी की हिंदी पाठ्य पुस्तक जो क्षितिज भाग 1 में क्लास 9th के लिए एक कविता है, मेघ आए। मेघ आए बड़े बन ठन के संवर के। इसमें क्या है, मेघ कैसे आते हैं और किस तरह से हर तरफ छा जाते हैं, और मेघ के जो कण हैं वो किस तरह से चिड़िया, घास, पेड़ पौधे, मनुष्य को एकदम उत्साहित कर देते हैं। तो हमने पहले क्या किया था कि आइस ब्रेकर से हमने बच्चे का जो फोकस है वो तैयार कर लिया। उसके बाद हम जब ये चैप्टर अगर उनके साथ पढ़ाएंगे तो उनको भी मज़ा आएगा, क्योंकि उन्होंने एक सामने इमेज को बना लिया है, विजुअलाइज कर लिया।
So that was one small clip from a very big video of the discussions on art integration, and this is by NCERT. So as a matter of fact, when NCERT was developing on the content for art integration, they even came up with a document on which you have the relevance of different forms of art with different subjects and their topics. So I would like to show that right now. And if you would like to get these things, these are already present on the CBSE website. I'm not talking about anything new over here, but for that, let me quickly show you how it actually looks like. And it is actually there in the NCERT website as well, and even on the CBSE website, which looks like this. I think you will be able to see the screen in another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you'll be able to see this, and you can see that this is the print materials completely on art. So you've got the Kala Utsav as well. It's a separate portal wherein the different cultures are celebrated. People come and participate on that. यहाँ पर textbooks देख सकते हो, the story of graphic design for class 11, towards a new age graphics design for class 12. But an introduction to Indian art part 1 for class 11, exploring the craft traditions of India, class 11 and 12. So these are the books which is pertaining to 11, 12, and that age category, which is there. So art integration and art education is happening. When you come down, non-textbook materials, art integrated learning handbook for classes 6 to 8. I click on this, and you'll get the complete list for 6 to 8. Art Integrated Learning Handbook for classes 1 to 5. I'm just opening some of the PDFs and I'll randomly show some pages. The fact is, like, all these things are already present over here, so I would prefer to go with something that's not present over here, but it's my duty to show you where these things are. So I come down, you can see that the children are coming, and this is ZPP school from Ahmednagar. Mostly these relevances are taken from the government and government aided schools. That is something that we need to understand. So if there is an APS school out there, or if there is a Kendriya Vidyalaya or Atomic Energy, you'll be able to relate on all these things better, because the first implementation is happening at these areas. But for a private school, this is more like a secondary implementation, but it's an immediate implementation because the circular is common for everyone. So how many days should a teacher continue with one form of art in AIL classroom? So you have got the complete explanation. Why AIL is more focused on Indian arts and culture, etc. So I've got all these points. It's for 1 to 5 and 6 to 8. And this is you also have this training package on arts education for primary teachers. This is 2017 document, training package on arts and education for primary teachers, volume 2. So this is something related to what a teacher should know from that perspective. And you've got all the linkages of the subjects and all. So when I go to the circular, some of the aspects of the linkages are present in the circular annexure itself. I would like to come down. So you can see that here in this case, visual arts, art activities, suggested activities, and subject and topic integration. So study of visuals resources at home and in the surrounding, and means of creative expression. So environment studies, science, languages, social studies, chemistry, biology, physics. So depending on the creativity of a particular teacher, this linkages can happen in a better manner. So this is what they're trying to convey. And similarly, a study of lines and strokes and colors and shades and tones, mathematics, physics, textile design, fashion designing. One of the chapters that I really found very interesting, and it was implemented in a very nice manner in many schools, was fiber to fabrics. India is very rich with respect to handicrafts, and this fiber to fabrics as a chapter was very nicely, I should say, woven as a teaching pedagogy. Many schools had done that, where the children actually make different types of from the cotton to the thread, and they actually weave it. That's the best part of art integration over there. Creative use of colors to show space, atmosphere, subjective mood, science, geography. So in this way, they have given the complete categorization of how an art form could be merged with some of the subjects. The detailed document where we have got art integration as a document, that has got even the topics mentioned over there. So if you get to see these two documents, it will give you a very good understanding of how arts could be integrated in the subject. But right now, considering a Super Sunday workshop and to give value to this workshop, rather than just talking about what's present already, I would like to show you some of the other methods and places where this integration can happen in a very nice manner. One of the famous platforms is called as Google Earth. I think most of you might know about Google Earth. Google Earth acts like a virtual field tour spot. So like we're all there here right now at our respective homes. How about today I take a trip to United States? How about I take a trip to the Taj Mahal, or the Bidar Fort in Karnataka? How about I take a trip to Assam and Meghalaya? So if you want to do that, Google Earth is a fantastic platform, and it has got lots and lots of elements of our Indian heritage. So there is one chapter called as Indian Literacy Project, Vijayanagar Kingdom. And here you have got rulers of Vijayanagar, politics and economy, art and culture, architecture. So the moment I click on architecture, it will show the globe like this. And they have spotted few areas on like during the reign of Vijayanagar, or in the Vijayanagar Kingdom, and they have these things over here. Now these are virtual trips where you can actually move around and talk to children on various aspects of art forms that are present in India. Of course, our history textbooks have all of these things, but they're black and white pictures mostly, and not really movable. But here in this case on Google Earth, you can move it around. So they've got the complete explanation on the right side, where they talk about the rulers of Vijayanagar were powerful enough to stall the spread of Islamic culture in the south. The rulers being staunch Vaishnavites, built and reformed, whatever it is, the history. You have got that. And why I'm showing this to you specifically is, we generally think that the presentations can happen only on Google Slides or PowerPoint presentation. But if you look into this very carefully, whatever I'm showing you is also a slide. Now, if I have to go to the next slide, you can see that under India Literacy Project, this is one of 4. The moment I click on the next, it goes to the next slide, taking me to the next location on the globe. Where are we right now? We are there in one of the palaces of Vijayanagara. Much of what is known today of Vijayanagara palaces is drawn from archaeological excavation at Hampi, as no royal palace structures have survived. So this is another form of explorations, rather than talking about social studies just in the class with your history textbook. How about taking the children on a virtual field trip on Google Earth? So this is like the second slide. I can go to the third slide as well. I want to show you more, and it will take you just above the globe and place you in the next spot. You also get to understand the topographical understanding of a country. Now here they've got the multiple forts that are present, and these are some of the purple dots that you can see. Okay, you can see this is Siddhavatam Fort, and this is Kondareddy Fort. Kondareddy Fort, let's go to Kondareddy Fort. And if I have to go there, I can just zoom in as much as possible. And if I have to see the fort for myself, let us see if we have any image over there. You need to just drag and drop this guy over here. You just need to drag him and put it right over here. And you are going to be there in the fort right now. So it's like, I want to see there. Okay, I did not place him in the right spot, I guess. I'm there in some Meena Electricals. But anyways, you can come back a little more. And if this is the fort, I just drag it. So you need to find the blue spot out there. And the moment you find the blue spot properly, you drop it. And I'm very sure right now we are going to be there inside the fort. Are we? Great. So I hope you got the point. So it's all about taking the children to that location. A virtual field trip. It was like पहले मैं नीचे था, अभी मैं ऊपर आ गया. Something like that. Okay, that's it. So this is with respect to Google Earth. You can take the children on a virtual field trip. I'll go to one more slide if I have got anything else over here to be presented. And this is with respect to social studies. For example, these are aqueducts. Being an agrarian economy, the rulers expanded the irrigation facilities by building aqueducts and tanks. So this is there in almost many places. I do not know, like most of you know this, especially in South. We also have this right outside the temple where the water is stored for the community to use in multiple places. So that was one important aspect for which the temple used to get constructed. So when we talk about the carvings of the rock, I do not know how you link it with your other subjects, but you can definitely do that. Google Earth could be one good platform. Google Earth also, I would like to show you one more platform, and which is again Google Earth for another subject, and that's going to be mathematics. And for mathematics, they had a very good project on triangular structures. Let me just click on that and open that as well. Whenever Google Earth gets loaded up, you need to make sure that you're there in that window. Only then it will get loaded up. Apart from Google Earth, there are various other websites also. And if you want to get to know about all of them, we do conduct CPD workshops. So if there are last few batches that are happening right now, if anyone is interested to join a batch, on 8th June, we are starting a batch from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock on a daily basis, Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday holiday. So 12 days that will happen. So 12 into 2 hours, accounting to 24 hours. And on 4 days, we'll have 15 minutes extra, accounting to 25 hours. And there are some batches happening. So if anybody's interested, please do contact us. Our team member is there on the group and she'll keep on putting the inquiry form. So if you want to know more about it, until Google Earth gets loaded, I thought I should talk about it. That's it. So Google Earth, apart from Google Earth, we also have another platform, which is on a mobile phone. It's also there on the website, but mobile phone has got a different charm. Now, what is it? I'll talk about it in a few seconds. We'll finish Google Arts and Culture. Google Earth over here. So triangular structure, geometrically triangles are one of the most important shapes an architect can use. Learn how they are incorporated into famous buildings. Now, when I click on explore, you can see that I'm taken to a location. So I was there in Vijayanagar Kingdom, which was more India specific. Right now, triangular structures, I'm roaming around the globe. So it's not mandatory for a teacher to be there in India all the time, which is as specified by art integrated learning. It could be at times going out. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a pedagogy. So here in this case, we are there in Bank of China. This is Bank of China, if I'm not wrong. Is it Bank of China? I'm not sure. Let me check. Great. Bank of China Tower. This is how it looks like. So the Bank of China Tower has got a number of triangular shapes in its structure. Notice the triangular shapes in the exterior of the building. Architects use triangular forms to strengthen the buildings. So when you talk about triangle as a shape, rather than talking about scalene triangle, equilateral triangle, and isosceles triangle, how about talking about their structure? So that's where real life application is coming into picture. And it is catering to competency based education. So let's talk about this. And here in this case, I can move it around and I can just, look at this building in all different angles. So as a teacher or as a student, you get to see how many triangles are present over here. And if you want to go there and have a look, you can drag the peg man and drop him right over here on the street. And if I do that, I'll get an essence of being there in China right now. Remember to wear the mask. Oh, okay, I'm inside the building. शायद मैं ज़्यादा अंदर चला गया. So I can come out by clicking on the arrow. Okay, and right now in front of me is the Bank of China. Interesting, right? Let's have a variety in our classroom. I think this is a very good example of that. And the best part of Google Earth, you also have this option of somebody explaining you about the triangular structures. So here in this case, the website is Media for Math. So they actually take you and they give you quick explanation about that triangular structure. So rather than talking about what's present already in your textbook, how about showing something else? Watch this quickly for a short time. Okay, let it get loaded a little more.
The Bank of China Tower in Hong Kong is stylish and
Okay, it's getting stuck.
strong. Skyscrapers built here have to withstand strong.
Anyway, so that's the video explanation of the complete building along with the explanation on triangles. So when you go over here further, you can go to further slides where there are a lot other places in the world and they talk about triangular structures. Yeah, so this is with respect to Google Earth and its application of different forms of art integration. So it's all about a structure, which is a form of art. And we're talking about triangles over here, something like that. So now we are there at Eiffel Tower and it keeps on going to multiple other locations. I would like to close the Google Earth and show you one last thing before we close for the day. And that is going to be something called as arts and culture. So Google Arts and Culture is another platform. I'm stopping the screen share on the computer. A very good platform. I would request you to please download it from the Google Play Store. And here in this case, I go Arts and Culture. And I click on share the screen in a few seconds, teachers. Give me a moment. Okay. And Google Arts and Culture has this ability of taking us to multiple other cultures. That means across the globe. And they've got a lot of content for India as well. So here I am. I'm trying to share the audio as well. And I go to arts and culture. I think you're all able to see the arts and culture over here. So this particular page, this is also available on website, but I said there is a separate charm on mobile phone because mobile phone has got an option of augmented and virtual reality. It's there on the website as well, but it will not really give a great feeling about it. So I type India, and the moment I type India, there are a lot of projects that get listed out there. You have got Wonders of India, Indian Railways, Incredible India. I would like to go with Incredible India. And the moment you go there, you can see that there are 40 stories that are associated. You have got innovations in architectural astronomy. You've got Shigmo Festival in Goa, the beginning, Mahabalipuram, life divinely preserved, Hampi, the saga of a lost city. Let's go to that. Let's go to that and check what's there. Now, the moment I get inside, teachers, you'll be able to see that the whole project gets opened up and they've got the explanation of each and everything. So history and mythology came to life in the legendary lost city of Hampi. Once the powerhouse of an ancient kingdom and an auspicious temple town, Hampi is located on the banks of the mighty Tungabhadra river. You go down, you've got the location also present over there. But what's really interesting is this particular aspect of tap to explore. The moment you click on tap to explore, you actually go there. I think you're all able to see me. And the moment I rotate my mobile phone in all different directions, you can see the screen. It is as if I am there in that particular spot and moving around. I just need a virtual reality box. If I have the VR box with me, it would appear as if you just have to wear it off and you can be there in Hampi right now. You can invest a small amount of a good quality ke liye 3,500 to 4,000 rupees box, virtual reality box. It will have got it has got all these headphones and all. You just need to put the phone inside it and you can wear it. You would have seen all these children playing on various games in that malls and all on the top floor, gaming arcade where they've got this VR boxes. Even the 7D movie that we talk about, this is it. And it has got even augmented reality. But right now, let me go down, let me go further down. So I've got other temples of Hampi. No, this is not Hampi is the last capital of. So there we were speaking on Google Earth about Vijayanagara kingdom, and here you're actually exploring that to the choice that where you want to go. So this is something with respect to Google Arts and Culture. Virupaksha temple, let's just try to explore that area as well. I tap on it. Okay, come on. God is not allowing me inside today. No, you don't want me to go inside? Google Arts and Culture needs to work individually. Sometimes when Zoom is present along, there could be a problem. Is it inside? Yeah, we are inside. I hope you got the point. Anyone wants to get married right now? Yeah, the spot is ready. Virtually, we can be ready too. But anyways, let's come back. So here in this case, arts and culture, you can choose any topic of your interest. But the only thing is here, the teacher needs to get a little creative, irrespective of the subject that you talk about or teach. And you need to figure out your lesson plans before itself, because the information is huge. And arts as a form can never be categorized. Ye grade 6 ke liye hai, ye grade 7 ke liye. No, we can never do that. It's a creative work and anybody can do arts or music or dance. It could be anything. So depending on the age group, of course, as the teacher, to the level that you understand, I would request you to please come down to Google Arts and Culture, figure out one or two projects which are already present over here and start talking about it. So these are the different cultures in India. I mean, this could be part of your Google Slides, and you can start asking children different questions on this. What form of art is this called as? What kind of shape are you able to find with this particular art? What kind of yoga asana that you have in this particular? It could be anything, right? That's it. So this is Google Arts and Culture. So there are a lot of other things as well with respect to arts and culture. One of the it is not always mandatory that you need to have such kind of tools. How about if a teacher is able to make children understand about Pascal's law using the festival of colors, Holi? If a teacher is able to explain the train journey, explain the concept of laws of motion with respect to a normal train journey, you're already there. You're already integrating art in many different forms. In fact, if a child is saying that I've been traveling in trains for a long time and we have traveled more than 24 hours in a train, that child would have got a lot of exposure with respect to varied arts and culture and heritage in India, not just by looking outside the window, even looking inside, right from the tiffin boxes that other people bring, right from the language that they speak, right from the way they get dressed up. Everything talks about different forms of culture and heritage. And this particular pedagogy, AIL, which is specifically encouraged to be used from Indian perspective, will not only unite India, but would also give a sense of respect. So what's really important over here is when we talk about artificial intelligence, robotics, and human beings, there are a lot of AI developments that are happening. One huge thing that differentiates a human being with a robot or an AI program is that the fact of appreciation. Deepshika on the other side can appreciate the beautiful weather in the morning. Neeta can actually talk about the beauty of the smile that comes for the first time with a baby, a newborn baby. The fact of appreciation of a certain aspect, the beautiful aspect of people waking up in the morning and coming to a Super Sunday workshop, that's beautiful. I mean, this cannot be done by AI. We're not just talking about feelings over here. We are talking about the fact of appreciating something. And this appreciation leads us to different cultures, different heritage, different forms of arts. And AI, end of the day, is going to be adaptations of multiple learnings, and it can create based on whatever it has learned. but only human beings have got this attribute of creating something new which has got nothing to do with our past. So keeping that statements in mind and art integrated learning, I would like to conclude today's session. And thank you so much for joining on another Super Sunday workshop. And today's batch, almost it was full, maybe because of the topic, I'm not really sure, but generally 500 is a good number. I'll extend the meeting to 1000 from probably next Sunday onwards, so that multiple people keep joining and learn about it. Teachers, one final statement. It's a duty to tell you, in case if anybody is looking out for a 50 hours or 25 hours of mandatory CPD program, last few batches are running right now, because after July we will not have it so much of a demand of attending the training programs. If anybody is out there interested to go through it, 8th June we are starting a batch, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday holiday. You can join it. So I think our team members are putting the inquiry form on the chat. I would like to request, yeah. So you can fill up the inquiry form if you have any queries. Otherwise, I'll meet you all on the next Super Sunday workshop with another interesting topic, another CBSE circular, hopefully. That's it from my side, teachers. It was great interacting with one and all. Have a have a nice Sunday. Have a nice Sunday. Thank you so much. Today my saffron was because of arts and culture. Yeah, you can dress up sometimes. You do that, right? Namaste. Thank you so much. The inquiry form will be coming on the chat. All of you who have participated in this session will be getting the certificate by next Monday. As the number of participants are more, I might delay by 1 or 2 days, as it's a manual work as of now. However, we'll try to send all the certificates before next Monday. Yeah, all the Super Sunday workshops are certified. You get to know a lot of knowledge, you get to know a lot of information, and we'll make sure that that happens. And only then, I'll be like completely happy and contented to give certification. Otherwise, it's not, yeah, it's not something for the namesake. Make aaye bade ban than ke savar ke. Rainy season is on the way, and that's a very good example by NCRT. You should watch that video. Let's see. Every Sunday, this workshop happens from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. teachers. Anybody who'd like to participate and know information about it, you can please do that. Thank you, everyone. Yasmin ma'am, Kiran ma'am. Thank you very much. If you want to be updated about the workshop, you can join the Telegram group. Some of you would not have received the certificate of last week. You should wait till Monday, till tomorrow. You'll definitely, get it. Great. You don't have to fill any attendance link as such, but if you have any queries, you can fill the inquiry form. Great, Shalini ma'am. Good, good, good. Thank you so much. You will be getting it on the mail. Thank you. Thank you. Links of the upcoming workshop, you will find it on the Telegram group or on my status. You can see my number in the inquiry form. And you could also see that on upcoming events column of superteacher.in website. I'm giving you my number as well. You can stay in touch with me. That's it. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Jaswinder sir, you will get it before Monday, next Monday. Yes, Shubhra ma'am, you are senior. Yes, yes, the session that will start from June 8, it will be counted under 25 hours of mandatory CPD. Yes. Thank you, Deepa ma'am. Thank you so much. No, 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 Shubhra ma'am. आपने already कर लिया है, तो that's going to be the constant. Yes. Thank you, everyone. If you have any queries, you can fill the inquiry form, which is there on the chat. Yes. Ritika ma'am, art integration is just a pedagogy. If you have the ability to integrate AI and IT with that, you can definitely do that. In fact, it is completely AI and IT. Yeah. Oh, Deepika ma'am, good to see you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Means a lot. Yes, Tandrani ma'am, you will be getting it. If you fill the inquiry form, you actually have the proposal attached over there, along with the topic names. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Ritika ma'am. Thank you so much. Great. Harinder Kaur, please mail us. You should definitely receive it. Mizan Ali ma'am, thank you so much. I hope you're doing good. NSQF, IT and AI. Ritika ma'am, I'll take that. That's a good suggestion, and probably IT and AI. Sure. Let's see. Shubhra ma'am, and Google Earth happens in one of the batches, I'll ask you to join. You can learn from there. Yeah. You will get the certificate on the mail. We are coming up with a very good program for computer science teachers specifically. If any computer science teachers are there, wait till June 1st. There is an amazing program coming out, and it does not incur a huge cost. It does not incur a cost at all, in fact. And for all the computer science teachers out there, this is going to be a very big relief. Please follow me on LinkedIn and subscribe to YouTube channel. You'll get to know all the information. Great, Anshu ma'am. Yes. Science teachers, Ritika ma'am, I didn't understand. What for science teachers? No, no, Girish Upadhyay sir. No, you have already registered yourself on Zoom, so that's enough. If you fill the inquiry form, it'll be a double check for me. Otherwise, it's okay, no problem. Ritika ma'am, all the Super Sunday workshops are dedicated to whatever is happening in Indian education system and few other countries as well. So it's not subject specific as such. It can be, anything. It's time for me to close, teachers. I need to show some culture to my family right now. Thank you so much. Have a nice Sunday. Bye, everyone.